Hi, welcome to this video. In the next few minutes, I will give you a quick tour around the FCG editor. For this video, I assume that you have already installed the FCG editor successfully. If not, you can find the installation instruction on the webpage fcgnet.org/download. Or you can take a look at my previous video where I went over the installation procedure step by step. So, let's open the FCG editor and have a look. Once you open up the FCG editor, you first see a welcome word. As you can see, the FCG editor is an easy tool to write your own computational construction grammar. So if you're interested in that, this is the right place for you. What else do you see? Yeah, you see the editor itself here. And this is a place to write your own constructions, your grammar, and where you can comprehend and formulate utterances. As you can see, there's already one line here that states in package FCG. It is very important that you specify that at the beginning of your file. Otherwise, it will not work. It will not process the constructions in FCG, but in Lisp, and it will not work. You also need to evaluate the lines, and you can do that by either evaluating one single line by standing anywhere between the brackets and pressing Shift-Enter, or you can immediately evaluate a whole file by clicking Evaluate File. Okay, if you want to create a new file, you can do that by clicking on the button New. You see in package FCG is specified. You can open a file. You see that the files have the extension .fcg. Okay, you can close, save, save as, and so on. But you can also insert a demo grammar, which I will talk about later, and also, of course, evaluate the whole file, as I said earlier. So what you also see here down below is the mini buffer. You can see that for the moment it is ready. And below the mini buffer you have the listener. There you can write code which is then immediately evaluated. For now it is set to Common Lisp, so you can write your own Lisp code there. But if you want to use it for FCG, you need to specify in package FCG again. And now you see that it changed to FCG instead of CL user. One last thing, the output part. So if you evaluate something in the editor itself and you click on evaluate file, or you evaluate a single line, you see the output in the output part of the editor. Okay, I think that's that for a first look at the editor itself. Let's go to the fun part, the part where we have a look at a grammar in action. However, before we have a look at the demo grammar, we first have to start up the FCG web interface. By doing so, you can make use of the visualizations that come with FCG. And you can see in the listener down below that the web interface is running at localhost 8008. So you can go to the web interface by opening a browser and then typing in localhost 8008, enter, and now you see reset here, and that means that the web interface is running. Okay, now we are ready to insert the demo grammar. Okay, so maybe first get rid of that and then click the button insert demo grammar to insert the grammar. So now we see the FCG demo grammar. It is a very small grammar with only a few constructions, just enough to comprehend and formulate the sentences "the linguist likes the mouse" and "the mouse likes the linguist." As you probably know, FCG is a computational model for construction grammar, which states that language consists of a set of constructions, which are form-meaning mappings, and these constructions are responsible for going from form — a form can be a sentence, word, or any other utterance — to a meaning of that form. And this process of mapping from form to meaning is called comprehension. And the constructions are, on the other hand, also responsible for going from a meaning to a form, which is called formulation. These characteristics of construction grammar, so the constructions, comprehension, formulation, and so on, can be found in the demo grammar. So let's take a look. First of all, you see that the construction inventory or the constructicon is created. The constructicon is the place where all the constructions are stored. And then you have some example constructions. First, some lexical constructions. For example, you have the construction, the mouse construction, the likes construction, the linguist construction. And then you have some grammatical constructions, the noun phrase construction, the verb phrase construction, and lastly, the transitive clause construction. So these are all the constructions we need to comprehend and formulate the sentences "the linguist likes the mouse" and "the mouse likes the linguist." And at the end of the file, you see some comprehend and formulate statements. Okay, let's see what the grammar does. Let's evaluate the whole file at once. Okay, now you see while it's evaluating the output of the comprehend and the formulate statements popping up in the output parts. It's not very easy to read, so that's why we have the web interface. So let's take a look at that. Okay, first I'm going to put the web interface next to the editor so it's a bit more clear. First of all, we comprehended the mouse. So as you can see, comprehending the mouse, and you have all the things happening in FCG, and then you have the resulting meaning representation here at the bottom. That there's so the mouse means that there's a mouse and that the mouse is unique. Okay, let's see what's written here on the page. So you see, first of all, the construction set. This contains the constructions that we specified here, like the transitive clause construction, the verb phrase construction, and so on. Then you have the transient structures. As you can see, you can expand almost everything in the web interface by simply clicking on it, so certainly try that. And then you have the application process, so the constructions that applied to go from the form the mouse to this meaning representation. So first you have the construction that applied, the mouse construction, then the noun phrase construction. So you can click on these to expand them. Here you see the construction that applied. It was the construction. It looks like this, and then you can see that the resulting meaning here is that unique is added. Okay, and then you have the mouse construction. Again, click on it, and then you see, okay, after the mouse construction applied, we have now unique and also a mouse. And then you have the noun phrase construction. Again, click on it to expand, and then you see the meaning. You have mouse and unique, so now they are connected. Yeah, don't mind the constructions themselves. This is for a later video. Or you can also see the constructional dependencies here. So the mouse construction, the construction noun phrase construction. So the dependencies between them. You see which constructions applied, and you also see the resulting structure here. You have a noun phrase with a the and the mouse. Okay, so this was what is printed for the for this comprehend statement, the mouse. Then the second comprehend statement, the linguist likes the mouse, is below this. So again, you have comprehending the linguist likes the mouse. We have the same construction set. You see here that there's a little bit of search, but you see again all the constructions that applied, dependencies, applied constructions, resulting structure, and then you see a meaning representation. It's a bit more complicated than the previous one. So the output of all these statements are printed here, so you can take a look at it, but look later to understand to try to understand what's happening in more detail. Okay, so let's evaluate the whole file here. So there's output of all these comprehend statements, but if you want to evaluate just one statement, you press Shift Enter. You see evaluating, you see the result here in the output. So if you want to formulate this meaning representation, you can see the output is the linguist likes the mouse, and in the web interface you see you want to formulate this meaning representation. You see the constructions that apply, and then at the end you have the form the linguist likes the mouse. Okay, I think that's it for this video. Make sure to try it yourself. Click on stuff, play with it a little bit to get familiar with it. Okay, I'm going to give a quick recap of what I said in this video. So first of all, I gave a quick tour of the FCG editor, and in the FCG editor you have an editor where you can write your own constructions. You have the output part where you can see the output after evaluating a construction. You also have an insert demo grammar button, which is helpful if you want to start writing your own grammar and you want an example. So make sure to look at it and play around with it. It's very helpful to start a web interface for visualizing all the constructions and the comprehension and formulation process. And you can start the web interface by opening your browser, going to localhost 8008, and then if you see reset, you know the web interface is running. Okay, then one last thing that I explained is the evaluation, is evaluating a construction. If you want to evaluate one single construction, make sure that you stand somewhere between the brackets of the construction and press Shift Enter. Otherwise, if you want to evaluate the whole file, just click the Evaluate File button. Okay, I hope that was clear, and have fun writing your own constructions.